Today, on Guess What I Found Out, we're going to discover some facts about leaf senescence, the dramatic seasonal retirement party where trees fire their leaves with more preparation than most people put into their taxes. And Curious George, let me hit you with the bold claim right away. Trees aren't losing their leaves because they're dying. They're dropping them because chlorophyll turns into a tiny green monster that tries to murder the leaf from the inside. Yes, the fall colours you love are basically nature's version of panic mode. Let's start with a fun fact that will quietly unhinge your understanding of autumn. Trees don't shed leaves for beauty, aesthetics, or to make your yard work miserable. They do it to avoid suffocating. See, trees act like giant straws, pulling water up from the roots through evaporation at the leaf tips. In winter, when groundwater freezes, that whole system crashes, and the tree basically goes from thriving organism to I can't breathe. Add short winter days, where photosynthesis becomes a terrible investment, like paying full price for avocado toast, and boom. Senescence begins, the leaf recycling program that makes Wall Street look lazy. Now, Curious George, here's where things get fun. Senescence isn't some frantic, chaotic collapse. It's a three-stage, highly regulated shutdown sequence worthy of NASA. Chlorophyll breaks down first because it is, well, expensive to make and honestly a bit dangerous to leave lying around during demolition day. This breakdown happens inside the chloroplasts, where they slowly turn into duroplasts, the geriatric version of their former selves. The thylakoid membranes begin to dissolve. Proteins come apart, enzymes go to work, and the tree starts packing chlorophyll away like an overachieving parent cleaning before company arrives. As the green fades, carotenoids become visible. These bright yellows and oranges have been there all along, quietly doing photosynthesis support work and handling excess energy, so chlorophyll doesn't blow anything up. Carotenoids are basically the interns who keep the workplace from burning down, while chlorophyll takes all the credit. Here's where things get dramatic. Cold arrives, the leaf's architecture collapses, and chlorophyll goes rogue. Free-floating chlorophyll absorbs sunlight and becomes a molecular death ray, splitting water molecules and spawning reactive oxygen species, or ROS, the leaf equivalent of tiny, unhinged arsonists. To stop the chaos, the tree makes anthocyanins, those red pigments that act like an emergency hazmat filter. They absorb green and blue wavelengths, reflect red, and block sunlight from hitting the loose chlorophyll while also neutralizing those pesky reactive oxygen species. Now the leaf enters its last days. Chloroplasts become useless, so the mitochondria take over energy production like a tired employee who finally snaps and says, "Fine, I'll do it myself." The leaf vacuole becomes the world's smallest recycling factory, processing chlorophyll catabolites, while the proteasome shreds proteins tagged with ubiquitin. Every amino acid, lipid, atom of nitrogen, iron, phosphorus and magnesium is sucked back through the phloem and locked safely into bark storage proteins. The cytoplasm thickens like old soup. The tree reclaims water. A barrier membrane forms between the leaf and the branch, cutting the leaf off from the tree like a bad breakup. In the end, all pigments oxidize and, well, turn brown. That final color isn't magical, you know. It's just rust. But, you know, the reclaimed nutrients will fuel the explosive spring growth that returns once temperatures rise and sunlight comes back around. Curious George, like and follow before the chloroplasts decide they've had enough and start laser beaming everything again. All right, Curious George, let's loop back to the bold claim. Leaf senescence isn't peaceful, poetic or gentle. It's a tactical nutrient evacuation, a biochemical meltdown, a controlled demolition triggered by short days and freezing nights. Behind those pretty autumn colours is a coordinated rescue mission to save the tree from chlorophyll-fueled phototoxic disaster. Now I want to hear from you. Do you have any cool or weird facts about leaves, chlorophyll, autumn colours or plant biochemistry that I didn't mention? Drop them in the comments and educate the rest of us. Like and follow for more videos that keep you curious, entertained and slightly concerned about nature's dramatic tendencies. This has been Guess What I Found Out.